Jason Ryan, point leader in factory stocks. Jason, good year so far, man. Fourth race tonight. Season's still young, got a long ways to go, but it's got to feel good to be on top right now.
Yeah, that's what, I found out when I got here that I was leading the points because I don't even look at that stuff yet. But, yeah, we've had a pretty good car. Made a gear change the second week. Seemed to wake the car up a little bit, and got a little bit of mishap there last week. A few people a little impatient, but we worked our way back up to a sixth place finish, so we'll see what we can do tonight.
You're one of the few guys we've talked to so far tonight that has been out on the track. I suppose just like usual, it's a little gooey out there, but is it going to dry out later on?
Yeah, I think so. I think there'll still be a bottom groove and a top groove, though, and as long as there's a little bit of groove next to the wall, that's where I'll be.
I was just say, you and Mike, man, you guys love up there around the top. Full metal to the pedal or metal to whatever it is. That's the way you guys like to race.
Yeah, faster the better, and you know, with these cars, the more momentum you keep, the better off it is, you know. So this helps us coming off the corner. We pull a little bit less gear than a lot of guys out here, so I try to stay on the high side to keep my momentum up.
Once again, points leader for the factory stocks here at Lakeside Speedway, Jason Ryan. Jason, man, I just hope everything keeps going the way it has so far for you this year.
Yeah, me too. We're having fun with it, and this is going to be my last year. No. So yeah, we're hoping for a good season this year, and just going to step back for a while and help a few other guys out in the pits, have a good time, and may even see me up in the stands a little bit.
Yeah. And then this is going to be breaking news here on Cheeseworks. Is this your first announcement that you may be retiring?
Yeah, this is breaking news right here. So a few people's known about it. I'll talk to them about it, but yeah, we're going to hang it up at the end of the year and sell everything and enjoy watching the races. I get to see about 3 features at the end of the night, and I'd like to see a little more.
How many years has it been?
This is my 14th year, 13th or 14th year, something like that. So we've had a pretty good go at it, been pretty successful with it. So it's time to sit back and enjoy a little bit.
I can understand that. I'll be 70 in October, and I'm starting to think about sitting back and enjoying the races. So I know the feeling that you've got, but I know everybody will miss you. But, of course, we got a long ways to go, a lot of racing, and I'm sure we're going to see you doing a lot of it. So have fun, man.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it.
Mike Higley, the leader in the points here in the B mods at Lakeside. Yes, I checked it today, man. You are there, but it shouldn't be really any surprise that we were just talking. I think got 5 feature wins already this year in a really young season.
Yeah, 5 feature wins. We've got 1 here in 2 seconds, so I guess that would make sense. I hadn't looked at the points. So it's been an amazing season. We've got this Razor chassis out of Lamar's in the off season. It's just been incredible. And I know when I've talked to you in the past, we've talked about it, slick track, big half fast mile. Really mattered what you put on it. It's just really gone well for us. It's been a great purchase.
Let me ask you this. Crate motor, if I remember right.
Yeah, we have a crate motor in the car, so basically it's a $3,200 option. You just go down to your Chevy dealership. We called Kerry Davis up, Mike Wright up at Van Chevrolet, and it showed up, drop it in the car, put a carburetor on top of it, and go race it. And I get a lot of head shakes at me when I try to tell them $3,200 motor will really go. Like I've started telling them now, bring $3,200 and you can have this one. It's one heck of a piece, great investment. Everything up north is running the crate motors.
Of course, it wouldn't have anything to do with the driver either. I mean, you know, that's only the least of the equation, right?
Yeah, driver, brand new car, none of that makes a difference. It's got to be something in that crate motor. So we're just going to keep working on our stuff, try to go out and win some races. If anybody's interested in a crate motor, they can go buy a brand new one, or they can come down and buy this one, $3,200. I don't care.
You're one of the few drivers, in fact, I mean, you are right off the track. What's the conditions right now, and is it going to change?
I don't think so. It's really fast. The line hasn't even started to move up to the wall yet. It's going to be an extremely fast racetrack. We don't have as many cars as we had last week, so the track's not going to go away. Passing is going to be at a premium. All the cars are going to look really close to the same speed because I didn't lift for 8 laps out there. I mean, you just drive it around there real fast. Starting to get a little stripes down in 1 and 2, but with as cool as it was today, this moisture will come back to the top. I think we're looking at single file racing.
Boy, that's some tough racing for you guys in the B mods because, like you say, you don't have that horsepower that they got in the A mods to kind of get that extra little kick off the corner.
Yeah, that horsepower, it's a momentum game for all of us, so we're all trying to make the big circle out there. And then you take a second place last week. I'm going to start 11th. Got a lot of good cars in front of me to pass. 15 laps is pretty short feature. got a lot of work to do.
Once again, he didn't know it, but he's leading the points here at Lakeside. Mike Higley in the B-Mods. Mike, have some fun.
Will do. Thanks, Mike.
Thank you, sir. Gary Donaldson, the points leader here in the Grand National class at Lakeside Speedway. Gary, man, what a way to start the year off. 2 firsts and a second. And just talking with you there for a minute, it sounds like you almost pulled it off last week, too.
Yeah, it was a pretty good night. We was patient, got up there, you know, and then we ended up with the lead there about halfway through the race and used the top side to get there, and then figured I'd go back down to the bottom and another caution and another restart, and track conditions were changing a little bit, and the driver made a little bit of an error and lost a little bit of bite coming out of 2. And
what driver? Does that mean this driver?
You know, we're the unknown variable, so it can happen. And I just didn't get enough traction coming out of 2, and Marshall was up on top and just blew me down, blew us right by us. And but we had another caution, and then I put it back up top, and man, I packed her down in there on the last lap and 3 real hard, but I was afraid we were going to wreck. I caught the burn, so I had to back out of the gas and take a second.
Once again, though, what a terrific way to start the year out. Really a young season here yet to go, and we haven't really got to the heat of the summer. I mean, everybody knows track's going to be different as we go on, but going to be able to maintain this quality of runs that you've had so far?
Well, that's the idea. I'll tell you that right now. You know, I don't take any competitor out here for granted. There's a lot of good equipment, a lot of good drivers, so I feel very fortunate that we had the start we did, and as long as we can stay consistent and keep our car up towards the front and stay out of trouble and have a little bit of luck, you know, yeah, I hope.
Well, it's got to be exciting to be at the front of the pack, because I know there's been lots of times you've been middle to the back, and you know, I know your drive to race and what it is, and you got to be feeling good right now about what's going on. And all I can say, Gary, is like I say, I hope the rest of the season goes like it has so far.
I appreciate it, Mike. We hope it does too. So just thank everybody, and maybe we get to talk to you again later tonight.
And wait a minute, let's see. She's pointing over here.
Oh, GFY Graphics and. Who? Oh, Happy Mother's Day, Mom. That's it. I got a sticker right here on the side of the car if you guys want to zoom in on it. So, Happy Mother's Day to all the moms. I'm going to get ready for my heat race.
Thanks a lot, Gary.
All right, man. Thank you.
I'm here with Tim Carrick, and he's leading the points so far this year here at Lakeside Speedway in the modified class. Tim, many championships in the years past, but boy, they're just getting harder and harder to get. But so far off to a good start here in 2012 at Lakeside.
Yeah, I mean, really, where we start out looking for out here is basically we look for we want to win races. Right now, Cody's kind of got the advantage on us, so we're kind of working on winning races. We've been tight most of the season so far, so we keep tweaking the car, so maybe at least we get up there and make Cody really work a little harder for his win. So that's what our game plan is. Other than, I mean, the point stuff will come if you win races. So, I mean, when you're chasing somebody, it's always easier when you're winning versus chasing somebody.
I'm all about making them younger guys work harder. You know, us older guys, we got to use the head and the experience to get it going.
That's exactly it, too. Cody's got his new Skyrocket going good, so he's driving the wheels off it, so it's my job to catch his butt. So we'll see if we can do that, see if we can't make something happen.
Yeah. We were talking just before we started this interview, stepped out a little bit this year, been down to Humboldt. Of course, man, they closed one of your honey holes down there, CMS. Won a lot of races down there, running at Valley now. A big change for you on that as far as that goes?
Yeah, Grain Valley, I struggle right now for Grain Valley. Just is so tight cornered, and I ain't got the lift arm car working good yet there. So we're hoping to turn that around here pretty quickly too. So, but it's at the USMTS stuff. We're just financially not there yet. So we'll see what happens later on though.
Once again, leading the points again here at Lakeside Speedway. Tim Carrick. Tim, have some fun tonight, guys.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks, buddy.
Flag skyward.
Down the front straightaway the field goes into turn one. Darren Christie will take the high line. Marshall Jewett moves into second on the low line. Here comes Jewett up to battle Christie for the top spot.
Keep your eye on the black number 1 at Junior Billings, following Jason Ryan as they head into turn number 3. Billings settles into that 4th spot right now.
Marshall Jewett continues to work that low line in the 7, putting pressure on Christie. Christie will lead that lap, but Marshall Jewett right there with him. Jason Ryan and J.R. Billings, 4.
Looks like the top line in Talladega right now as they come come off of turn number 2. All 3 cars pass Marshall Jewett. Here comes 27 of Justin Seifert.
First got to race him. Why is it?
Jason Parks moving his way through the field. Currently into the pit. Him and Brett Heater making a great battle. Heater got off the gas. Park right into the back.
Now Jason Ryan up to battle Darren Christie. Ryan in the 27 to the inside. He'll come around and lead lap number 4. The one at J.R. Billings in third. Justin Seifert working the very bottom of the track into the 4th spot.
You can see the middle part of the racetrack really starting to darken up. Starting to off a little bit there. Everybody's taking the top or the bottom.
And the field starts to spread out. Oh, a little contact. Jason Park. Bobby Davis looks like something might be wrong with the T.
Jason Park works by the old adage, he brings his friend to the racetrack, he doesn't make them there. Here
Davis speed now. Here comes a battle for second. J.R. Billings alongside the Darren Christie for second. Billings checks up and he'll move back into the 3rd spot.
trying the bottom of the racetrack, slid up, not really going to work for him as he moves to the back to the top of the racetrack in that black number 1.
As the field starts to spread out, halfway point, Jason Ryan continues to lead. Now J.R. Billings continues to battle. He'll look for second down the back straightaway.
Looking for that second spot on the bottom side of the racetrack. Junior Billings on the bottom of that block number 1. Bear Christie on the side by side for the second spot.
Jason starting to hold the lead now over the rest of the field. Billings a little problem getting through turn 2 that time.
Front end walking the black number 1. Allowing Darren Christie to stretch that second place out.
Now everybody moves up to the high line.
Clear sand settling right now for your current leader, Jason Ryan. Fast lanes is on the side.
Justin Seifert up to battle Darren Christie for second now. Seifert has got around the 1. Here comes lap traffic. Jason Cochran is going to have to be navigated by your leaders. Leaders get around 73. Cochran did a good job holding his line as leaders went around. And Seifert, your new second place.
Seifert making Lakeside Speedway as he spent a week in Florida, missed last week.
Here comes Brett Heater, the 05 up to move now. Heater on the outside of the top 5 looking in. He's all over the rear bumper of the 56 of Joe Smith Jr., who's in 5th.
Everybody chasing your leader, Jason Ryan, right now. Jason in his own zip code. 3 to go this time by.
Out front, Jason Ryan looking for his first feature win of the 2012 season. Justin Seifert holding down that second spot. J.R. Billings called out to the 1 as he's sitting in 3rd. And we get the 2 to go sign this time by Jason Ryan. Building a lead over the rest of the field now. Battle on the Speedway is for 5th. Joe Smith Jr., the 56, and the 05 of Brett Heater. As your leader comes off at turn number 4, the white flag. Oh, look out into turn 1. Looks like Vernon Keever has lost a motor. Keever trying to navigate the 41 to the infield. Yikes, over him.
Leader's got mine.
Yep, we're good.
We're on the white. We're gonna finish it.
Off at turn number 4. Here comes your leader. Checkered flies for the 27 of Jason Ryan.
Great race for second, side by side. Give it
27.
Seifert.
to Seifert for second. J.R. Billings 3rd.
54. Race
Well, Jason, I guess the good times just keep rolling on. You pull down the feature win here tonight for the factory stocks at Lakeside. Is that first, second, third win this year?
It's first one this year. We've been right there. I think we had a third and a second and then a sixth, and now we're here for first. So we were due. I'm glad it came tonight.
Well, and it was a great run, man. It seemed like once you got out front, I mean, there was really nobody up there challenge you after that, was there?
Yeah, you always swear that you hear a motor right there, but I was running as hard as I could, and the car handles great thanks to Tim Billings on that, and you know, a little bit of luck and ended up the victory.
Yeah. It's really a nice thing. You know, they talk about family, but you know, it really goes beyond that. Like you say, Tim helping you, you know, and some other people. I hear that so many different times to different guys, but really a nice thing for other people at the track to step in and give you a little advice.
Yeah, definitely. Timmy's helped us ever since we've got this car, and me and Chuck building it, and he's a suspension guru. He's very smart at what he does, and makes my job easy. He says it's me, I say it's him. So
once again, and he's going to keep that points lead here for the factory stocks at Lakeside, Jason Ryan. Jason, man, it looked great out there.
Thank you. Yeah, we're glad to get it, and glad for all my sponsors, Fast Lane Engines, Wren Farms, Vans Fence, which has been with me for ever since my very first race car for 14 years, 13 years. Armac Contracting, Country Metal Beauty Shop, Richardson Printing, 54th Street Bar and Grill, KPI, and Safeco Insurance. I think I got them all.
Now, he did that without even looking at the car. Did you see that?
I've been studying.
Most guys got to go. Let me see.
Yeah.
But anyway, Jason, great run, buddy, and keep it up, man.
Thank you.
Bobby Wood, the 14.
Side by side as they get to the white line. Green flag skyward. Here we go.
Side by side down into turn 1. Richards on the inside in the 4D. Wood on the high side, the 14. Wood out front in the 14 as they'll come around for lap number 1.
Four wide back there. Four really fast race cars back there battling for that 6th, 7th, and 8th spot.
Bobby Wood out front in that 14. Keep an eye on Kevin Sloan. Sloan looking to crack the top 5. He's to the inside of Gene Claxton. He'll come home that 5th spot. Working lap number 2.
Here comes Stephen Goodman as well in that 22G, trying to work into that 2nd spot. Thinks better about it. Here comes Kevin Sloan.
Look out. Gene Claxton goes around in the 42.
Yellow middle 3, yellow middle to 3.
And nice job, the rest of the field. Claxton goes around in turn 3, and everybody did a great job missing the 42, as he was running in the 6th position when he went around. As we look for the green this time by, Terry Wanlin looks them over. We are green on the speedway.
Here we go.
4 wide into turn 1.
We have 2 down.
Down the back straightaway, Bobby Wood, your leader, Stephen Goodman. We'll move the 22 in the 2nd spot.
Kevin Sloan follows suit on the top side of the racetrack. Give Kevin Sloan the 3rd spot.
Out front, Bobby Wood, your leader, Stephen Goodman 2nd. Kevin Sloan, what a run as he sits in the 3rd position. Doug Richards runs 4th in that 4D.
I want you to focus your attention back in the back. About 10 rows, 10 cars back. And the number 70 is on the top side of the racetrack, and he's coming.
And problems for the 25. Tim Billings off the pace. Billings looking for a way to get off the speedway.
25 on the high side, man.
As the field starts to spread out.
84 and a 22 that went off. I what he
Yes,
said.
yes.
Is that what he said?
84 and 25 too. You got 25.
Give Aaron Moran the top 5 right now. Aaron Moran on the top side of the racetrack. The Oric, Missouri driver. Here goes Rodney Schweitzer as well in that 74. Everybody figuring out the top side's the best side right now.
Right up against the wall through turn 3 and 4. Bobby Wood in command right now here, 6 laps into tonight's B-Mod A main.
Love to see caution right now. Give a call to Rodney Schweitzer in the 74. An old leaf spring car, he cut off the leaf springs, went 3-link with it, and now he's trying to reach the top 5.
Right now, Bobby Wood with the straightaway lead over the rest of the field. They'll come around to lap number 8. Kevin Sloan looking for the 2nd spot as he goes to the inside of Stephen Goodman.
Drives it in deep, pulls it up in front of the 22. Now you got a little brother war down there. Higley following suit as well, trying to make the pass on 2 cars. Sloan up underneath, side by side, give it to Sloan.
Come around to the halfway point this time by. Bobby Wood sees the cross flags, he's halfway. Battle for 2nd, great battle on the Speedway. Kevin Sloan and Mike Higley going back and forth for 2nd.
Higley trying to get by the lap car, Pete Galvin, Higley's old car from last year. Higley to the top side, probably where he wants to be.
Oh, look out.
Sloan trying to slide job him back, he didn't make it. Nice try though.
And looks like Sloan will continue on, damage on the right side of the 21. And indeed, he's off the pace. Looks like he'll try to get to the pit area. Out front, Bobby Wood in command.
What a hell of a run for Kevin.
And Sloan takes the 21 to the pit area.
Bobby Wood coming up on lap traffic right now. Now what he wants to see is he cannot get around. He's going to allow Mike Higley a chance to creep up.
Where'd Morant go?
I don't know where did Morant go.
Out front, Bobby Wood in control here. We're working lap number 13. 2 to go this time by. Higley continues to run 2nd. Bobby Wood cleaning off the wall over in turn 1 for us.
Bobby Wood set such a pace right now. Not sure anybody can catch him as he comes up on lap traffic right now.
White flag waves to the 14 of Bobby Wood. Lap traffic in front of your leader.
Bobby Wood's an idiot because he can get out of it. He thinks they're holding their own.
As your leader works his way into turn number 3, we'll look for the checkered flag off at turn 4.
Wood to the top, Higley's going to make it close, but it's going to be Bobby Wood picking up the feet.
So your feature lineup comes home like this. The 5th position, the 8 is Terry Bruner. Last week's feature winner, the 33 of Nick Newton, comes home 4th. Stephen Goodman, good run for the 22 as he comes home 2nd. The 11 of Mike, comes home 3rd. 11 of Mike Higley gets 2nd. And stopping here on the front straightaway, your feature winner here at C.A.R.B Night at the Races, the 14, Bobby Wood.
Is that car leaving the track right now?
C9.
Winner of the B-Mod A main, and I don't mean just a winner, I mean he won, Bobby Wood. Bobby, a great run, man. I mean, there were times there I thought, you know, they'll just call it right now, it's over.
I would have been all right with that. I like that. We had a good run tonight. Starting on the outside front row, the plot was get on the top and don't look back, and that's what I did. And I didn't see anybody till I got to them lap cars. So we were going, man. We got a fast race car. Them fast lane engines are fast, man.
You know, I talked to a couple of the other guys, and they were kind of saying maybe it dried out. But evidently during that B-Mod feature, that top side still had some moisture in it, and you found it, I guess.
Yeah, there's a cushion up there. There's one place where you break through down there in 1 and 2, and down here it's really still heavier. It was at the end of the race, and when I got to them lap cars, they were pulling back off of it. That's why I followed them up high. I thought because I actually could drive around the outside of them against the cushion. But down there, matter of fact, when I went around that one, I slid back plumb through it and busted through it and tagged the wall. And all it did was send me off there like a rocket, man.
You weren't the only one, I think, like you say, busted through that cushion. There seemed to be a bad spot. Several of the Grand Nationals, I didn't see any A-mods, but it looked like a really tough spot. But, Bobby, just a terrific win. Tell us this, what kind of chassis and who's making the motors?
It's a fast lane engine. Ray Littrell over in Claycomo builds them. He builds mine and Nick's and Mr. Billings, and there's several of them out here besides these 2 kids that are running real good in the Grand Nationals. And then that's a Scotty Allen chassis, man. And
I'll be darned, yeah.
Actually, that is an Aaron Morant championship car from Warrensburg.
Oh, no.
And like I said, him and the Higley kid and our kids all race go-karts together. And when Aaron's been winning with them cars, and I bought that off Mike King, who's a young man that's actually kin to them. And when I bought it, it wore out, man. And we stuck it in a jig and rebuilt it, and it's been really fast. And then over the winter, I put a new front end on it, and it's faster than it's ever been, man.
You know, I think sometimes we get hung up with the huge chassis and the Skyrockets and the GRTs, and some of these local builders like Hoffman and Allen down there in the southwest Missouri kind of get forgotten about. But them guys, they still put out a lot of good quality stuff, and it sounds to me like you found one of them, even if you had to straighten it a little.
Scotty's been really good to us. Every time I call him, he talks to me. Well, I have a mutual friend, Colt Cheevers, that ran his house cars, who got married last week. Yeah, go get him, Colt. Anyway, he's bought a home. I look for him to be back out. I don't like seeing him. He outruns me every time. So, but Colt has helped me a lot with his car, and just little things. And a lot of it's not, he won't tell me. I have to go look. But anyway, we've copied what they've got going on, and you know, I'm no payment racer, so it ain't like we don't know about these cars. We just, I'm actually using a little of that technology, and we've got this car. It's fast here on this half mile, man.
I mean, it is. Once again, winner for the B-Mod A main here at Lakeside Speedway tonight, Bobby Wood. Congratulations, Bobby.
Thank you very, very much. It was a great night, man. Hope next week's as good as this one. That me and Higley gonna run to the front next week. I get to chase that little kid.
28D is right here in the middle.
Frank Littrell, the 18. On the front row is Sam Schuler now.
6 and 11 team.
We'll try it one more time. You know the front lineup ain't right. Supposed to be 23 on the front row. Frank Littrell working the inside, the 18. He'll take the lead down the back straightaway, but here comes Sam Schuler. Schuler working the high line. We'll come around for lap number 1. Frank Littrell, your leader in the 18. Sam Schuler works the high line in the 44. Dennis Melvin up to third in the 29.
Keep your eye on the 3E. Kelby Ostrander currently sitting in the top 5 right now. He's been fast all night. Darren Kling on the bottom and then number 30. Gets that car turned sideways, stabs the brake. Here we go.
And the 72. Matt Dibbon heads to the pit area. Darren Kling running in the 3rd position in the 30. Battle on the speedway for 4th. 3 Kelby Ostrander in the 29. Dennis Melvin. Out front, Frank Littrell in the 18. Sam Schuler in the 44 trying to run him down.
Whoa!
3 wide as the field goes into turn number 1. Chris Littrell, the 22, Eddie Ingram, the 54, and Mike Morse. Go.
Here comes Darren Kling on the bottom side of the racetrack. Really making it work off of turn number 4 side by side. We're looking for a new leader. It's Darren Kling.
Kling has the 30 up to the top spot. Move Frank Littrell, the 18, back to 2nd. Sam Schuler running 3rd in the 44, but he won't be there long. Here comes Kelby Ostrander.
Ostrander's been fast all night. Trying to take over that 3rd spot from Sam Schuler. Up front, it's Darren Kling. Darren Kling in the Kling Automotive. He does a lot of work
Klingons.
on some personal vehicles. Nothing to do with Klingons, I promise.
Mike Morse takes the 23 to the pit area. Kling starts to build a lead now for the 18 of Luttrell. Sam Schuler, good run for the 44 as he is holding on to that third spot. Dennis Melvin up to battle him now in the 29.
Darren Kling right now showing you it's slower to go faster. Bill Rusinger with the seated group.
Dave Bowell takes the 2 to the pit area. A lot of smoke off the 2 as he headed off the speedway. Field starting to stretch out now.
2, the red 2 is off.
Yeah,
red 2 is off.
Darren Kling with a very unique style right now. Very soft in on the bottom, using a lot of brake to get that car to turn. Hugging the bottom of the racetrack. Gets a lot of power off of turn number 2. Stretches that lead out every bit.
Almost driving it like it's an asphalt.
I know.
Well, he acts like it. That's exactly how we used to drive the asphalt.
working that low line right around the bottom. Darren Kling smooth and steady in the 30. Oh, look out. Dennis Melvin, the 29, and Marshall Jewett, the 6.
Yellow, they're low.
Will bring out the caution on lap number 9.
So Darren Kling out of Baser, Kansas, your current leader, had a great on the field. Let's see if he can stretch it out again, working the bottom of the racetrack.
9 laps down, 11 remaining. Terry Wanlin looks them over as they come off at turn number 4. Darren Kling brings them down to the green flag.
Back to the bottom for Darren Kling. Stretches that lead out on turn number 4. Sam Schuler gets a run off the top side.
Sam Schuler and Tim Shields working that high line. Kelby Oakham moves down to the inside.
Tim Shields really working the top side of the racetrack. Not sure how much is left, but he's going to use every bit of it. And he wipes off the wall over there.
Oh, look out. And the 42 heads to the pit area. He got a little too far up there.
Sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the boat.
Lap 11, Darren Kling continues to lead. Good battle on the speedway for a second. Frank Littrell, the 18, Sam Schuler, the 44.
Really flexing his muscles, Darren Kling in that 30. Liking the dry, slick atmosphere here tonight.
$12 laps down, 8 remaining. And the battle on the speedway is for second. Now it's Darren Kling in command here in the Grand National A main.
Difference in that 30 car and everybody else, he's keeping that car straight as almost like we're on pavement. Great battle for the second spot. Sam Schuler still working the top side of the racetrack.
And we'll get around for lap number 14. 6 to go this time by. And Darren Kling continues to lead. Kelly Ostrander has caught up with your second and third place cars. Ostrander looks for a way to get around the 2.
Seems to be a little bit faster right now. Not sure what he found. I'm going to go with grip.
Found Sam Schuler in his way at the moment. Here we go, coming off at turn 4. We've got 5 laps remaining.
They're just trying to get that picture of me racing photo opportunity right now.
That's exactly right. Darren, this race is his to win right now. Out front, working that low line ever so smooth in the 30. 4 laps remaining.
Kelby Ostrander back in that 4th spot. He keeps knocking, but nobody's home. Trying to open that door.
I hear you knocking. Oh, Bill Rusinger takes the 7-Eleven to the end. Tough break for him.
Little bit of fluid coming out of the 7-Eleven. It's not a Slurpee. I just a horrible joke.
shuffling the green flag. Now Frank Littrell has himself from Sam Schuler for second. Kelby Ostrander continues to follow Schuler around the speedway.
Fighting like the brothers and sisters back there.
2 to go this time around. Darren Kling takes it down the back straightaway. Ostrander moves to the inside to get around the 44. Not going to happen. Schuler will hold on to the turn. White flag.
White flag this time by for Darren.
Oh, caution.
Trouble. Grand Nationals, the one person that did not want to see after 30 of Darren Kling. Darren Kling had a lead.
Safety lights out on the speedway. We'll look for the green off at turn 4. Darren Kling brings them down to the green flag. Into turn 1 they go. Kling goes right back to the low side. Frank Littrell following him. Littrell gets around to Kelby Ostrander.
Kelby got a little bit sideways over there in 1 and 2 and allowed Littrell to get up underneath. But that allowed Darren Kling to stretch that lead back out. White flag this time by.
Into turn 1 they go. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Ostrander diamonding turn 1 and 2. He gets around the 18.
He's been dominant all night. He hails from Baser, Kansas. He's picking up the victory tonight. It's Darren Kling.
Well, Darren, first off, man, congratulations. First win for 2012, right?
Yes, first win for 2012. Actually, my first win since July 23rd, 2010. So it's a long time coming.
Yeah. We couldn't have planned it on a better night, Patty. Boy, we had a bunch of fun in the pits here tonight shooting this Mother's Day special. And, you know, I just don't think we could have done it any better. Maybe if you'd have won the heat race, Darren,
Yeah.
but you got second, but still a great night.
It was a wonderful night. Very proud of my son, very proud of what he does on his own and with his car and his driving capabilities. And it was a wonderful Mother's Day present. I don't need anything else. But if you want to take me out to supper tomorrow night, you can still.
I think it's a pretty good gift as hard as we work here for this car.
do.
It's all a family deal, so it's my way of saying Happy Mother's Day.
It is. It was wonderful. Thank you.
Darren, talking about the race just a little bit, man, I don't know what you guys did tonight, but I mean, anytime the green flag flew, he was gone.
He was.
I mean, honestly, I think at one time pretty close to a straightaway lead before one of the yellows, and as soon as the green come out again, I'd look over there in turn 2, and he was pulling away from the pack. What? Anything special tonight, man?
No, man, I'd hate to tell everybody, I'm on a engine that was built in the winter of '08. I'm on a very limited budget. I come out here with what I can, and I sometimes bring a knife to gunfight, I feel like, for money, you know. And I just, man, when it gets dry like it did, this car goes. I don't know if it's all just the car. Maybe I found a niche to make it work.
Yeah.
But, man, when it gets dry, I get excited. And it got dry, and we went forward.
I was going to say the conditions must have changed a little, because I know we were talking after the heat race, and you were talking about it being like a checkerboard, wet, dry, wet, dry, wet, dry. Did it change for the feature? Was it dry the way you wanted it?
Yes, bottom of 3 and 4 was still tacky, and it kind of made the car push a little bit. But high side, both sides, 1 and 2, 3 and 4 high sides were dry, and most of 1 and 2 on the bottom was dry, but the exit of 2 was horrible. She was drier than snot and slick, but hey, we made her work.
Okay, all I can say, guys, is congratulations, both of you.
Thank you.
Darren for the drive, Patty for mom, and crew chief.
Thank you. Thank you. I enjoy what I do here very much.
Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So I know. I'm on the back half of the first 2 laps.
Green flag skyward. Here we go. Darren Bennett leading him into turn number 1. Bubba Harvey on the top.
Look out, 28. Look out, look out, look out, look out.
Liston is going to just jack this.
Look out, look out.
Bubba Harvey leading him into turn number 3. Darren Bennett on the bottom side. Here comes Tom Charles in that yellow 81. Whoa.
Lap number 1 to Bubba Harvey in the 3. As the field starts to spread out, Darren Bennett works the low line. Tom Charles into the 3rd position with Joe Walker. Up into 4th, Walker to the inside of Charles.
Did you get him?
Bubba Harvey continues to lead. Got an angry mob from 5th on back. Aaron Morant in the 5th position in the 70. He's got company right behind him. Look out. Tim Carrick, Darren Fuqua split the 70 of Aaron Morant as they go down the back straightaway.
Nine's on the inside of the track.
I'm telling you. Dave Edwards. Nah, it's a matter of time.
So Bubba Harvey, your current leader. Darren Bennett with a solid run in the 2nd. Smoking Joe Walker in that 3rd position. Tom Charles 4th. And Tim Carrick in that 1K McCarthy Chevrolet sponsored modified.
It's amazing our parts feature flounders out back. As the field starts to spread out, good run for the Fritzes. Grill 3 of Bubba Harvey. Harvey has it.
I lose 96.
On the top spot. What?
I think I lost 96.
He's out there.
Great battle back with Tim Carrick and Tom Charles.
4 J's in the pits.
Jake Richards off the Speedway in the 4J.
You go the 50-50 ticket again?
I will. As your leaders work their way through lap traffic, they'll go around the 7 of Dave Edwards. Darren Bennett, good job for the 14 as he sits in that 2nd spot. Joe Walker running in 3rd, Tim Carrick 4th, and Tom Charles your top 5. Oh, look out.
Leader out of 4. Leader.
As everybody navigates around the 7 of Dave Edwards. Out front, Bubba Harvey comes up on more lap traffic. The 28 of Jerry Liston next on the Speedway. Battle for position right now. The 14 of Darren Bennett, the 13 of Joe Walker.
Give a call to Darren Bennett. Solid run right now. And that huge chassis. Billsville chassis. You never know with Darren. He has a new car every 3 weeks. So.
96 left the track.
So as we're working lap number 11 here on the Speedway, right now Bubba Harvey looking for his first feature win here in the 2012 season. What?
Leader's out of 4. Leader, we're at the halfway.
Halfway point out front, Bubba Harvey. Good run for the Fritz's Grill number 3. As your 2nd place car, 3rd place work through lap traffic. Jerry Liston out in front of Tim Carrick and Joe Walker. Now both cars are able to get around the 28 of Liston. Minutes going to jump. Here it comes.
Watch it, guys.
Working lap number 13. Laps winding down. Bubba Harvey driving a smooth race here tonight at C.A.R.B Night at the Races. Harvey out front in that 3, and he's got more lap traffic in front of him. 38 of Matt Pugh, the 28 of Nick Little. Darren Fuqua gets around the 13 of Joe Walker for 3rd.
Keep your eye on that 1K of Tim Carrick, slowly making his way to the front. Carrick in that 1K mark in the bottom. Lap traffic coming up. This is going to help.
Leader out of 4. Battle for the lead.
Battle for the lead shaping up on the speedway. Here comes Tim Carrick alongside Bubba Harvey. Carrick hooks it up on the inside.
Two guys have raced a lot of asphalt. They know how to get around on a racetrack like this. Not sure Bubba ever ran the top of Lakeside when it was asphalt racetrack right now.
Tim Carrick takes the lead on lap 17. Bubba Harvey back to 2nd. Darren Fuqua on the 87, 63rd spot. Then it's Joe Walker in the 13th, 4th. Cody Agler holds down the 5th position. Tim North takes the 99 to the pit area as laps start to wind down. Tim Carrick will bring it down the front straightaway. 5 to go this time by.
Closing in on Bubba Harvey off at turn number 2. Agler and Joe Walker putting on a great battle as well. Fuqua underneath Bubba Harvey, give him the 2nd spot.
And as your leaders come off at turn number 4, there'll be 3 laps remaining. Tim Carrick out front the McCarthy 1K. Darren Fuqua has moved the 87 up into the 2nd position.
Tim Carrick out of turn number 4, looking for the white flag. One more time around the half mile. Down the back straightaway and into turn number 3.
Spin up there.
We're yellow, we're yellow, we're yellow.
Yellow on the speedway.
Yellow, low and 4.
Uh-oh. Field goes down to turn 1. Carrick working the low line. Here comes on the high line.
Show.
Carrick dives low. Here comes Fuqua on the high side. It's going to be a 2-car shootout. Off at turn 4. Here comes the white flag.
Lakeside Speedway up on your feet. One final time. Here we go.
Eric dives low, Fuqua runs high. They go down the back straightaway side by side. Fuqua closes the gap, and we got a car up in the wall over in turn number 1.
We're going to stay green. Here we go.
You can go check your yellow.
Off at turn 4. Tim Carrick picks up the win.
Well, Tim, the beat goes on, man. You pull this one out. You know, I was talking to my partner here that helps me shoot the videos, Larry Bailey, and I figured that you made up 3/4 of a lap on that because Bubba had such a large lead there at one time, and then by the time the race was over before that yellow, you were a straightaway or more ahead. You made up a ton of ground there.
Well, we actually did, but ended up the Joe Walker actually got sideways at one time. I thought yellow was going to come out for him, and ended up I checked up. Well, I lost a little bit of spot on Bubba there, but honestly, the car was going good tonight. We keep tweaking it to beat the 77 car, and you got to pass all them other guys. I mean, yeah. Bubba was on a rail tonight, and the 13 car, and who was the guy? 87 car.
Fuqua, Darren Fuqua.
Fuqua has been. I mean, they were rolling. So, I mean, I knew Cody'd be coming, but I was pretty happy with the way the car was tonight. I just got too many bad habits from being old. So we'll get that figured out. Maybe we can beat him a little more. So.
Once again, I know you're running a Skyrocket, but tell us who's making the power for this rig.
Oh, Dennis Miller. He's actually getting ready to retire from Special Automotive in a couple months. So, you know, I mean, he's 68, 67 years old. We get the blocks from McCarthy Auto Group, and then the Envirotech guy likes to heat and cool my garage for me, so we can go hunting with the MRA guys. And then we get Clinton Boyer involved. He says, he always asks me, he says, can't you just dig just a little bit deeper sometimes? So, but Dennis built some good power, and we're really proud of what Dennis did too.
You know, one other thing, I seen a guy hanging around here in the pits tonight. I know you're really glad to have him around, but the Hager guy is hanging around here again.
You know, more than anything, what Jamie brings is unity and just another set of eyes. I mean, without him, I mean, I hate to say it because I don't want his head to get too big, but I mean, you know, he just helps me make decisions or makes the decisions for me. So sometimes, like last week, we look at each other, nah, but we always come up with one, even if it's wrong. And then even if it's wrong, we sit here and drink beer afterwards.
Saying that kind of makes me think of Kelly Shylock. Interviewed him down there at Humboldt, and he said something about wild ass thinking or something. I can't remember, but he says we just kind of go in the trailer and scratch our heads and decide what to do.
That's exactly what Kelly is. The problem with Kelly is, though, he knows more about these cars than he'll forget more about these cars than I'll ever know. Because I mean, he just lives, eats, drinks, and sleeps these cars. I mean, if I can't get to him because he's not racing, then Carl and Eric are right there too. So I mean, the support, and you ask Cody, he'll tell you the same thing. I think more than anything, we have the support of them guys, them three guys that run that business and own it. I mean, without them, I mean, I wouldn't be winning races. I'd still be chasing Fuqua, Bubba. I'd be chasing them guys instead of winning races. So I'm happy with where we're at. I just need to win a buttload more.
Once again, the winner for the A-Mods here at Lakeside Speedway tonight, the veteran, Tim Carrick. Way to go, Tim.
Older than dirt. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.